where out of all the picks from RRQ Hoshi, honestly, the Ruby is the one to look out for, because it does look like it's not a hero that counters the hero. It's a hero that counters the playstyle, of Vamos.
Ooh.
Yeah. So Vamos needs a hero that can counter the playstyle of
Exactly.
RRQ, like they did to BTK.
They need some kind of dive. They need to somehow get Skylar and Sutsujin.
It was there, definitely. But I don't think they necessarily ban it out entirely.
No,
like
I think the Ling was beatable. I think the Ruby destroyed them.
Yeah.
Then they picked the Harith and stuff into it as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm a strong believer that if Chibi didn't die 4 times in the early game,
I agree.
they could have won that game. Because even when he did finally come online, it was too late. The rest of the team wasn't tanky enough. If they were all at a point, you know, Sutsujin would have been able to just clean house at the end there. Like, it was just... It didn't work out in their favor. They need to be able to control early game at least.
I agree. I talked with my dad before when I was about to play the game, and it's like, Dad.
I don't know what that's like.
Dad, like, how do I get better in the game? And then he's just like, just don't die.
Sounds nice.
And then I'm like, you know what? You're right. I started dying less, and I started doing better in the game.
Oh.
That knowledge.
I should ask. I should ask other people too.
What did Dad say about MLBB?
Fight for the
Yeah.
ultimate
All right,
answer.
first pick on the side of RRQ here. Suyo open.
Oh wait, the Jushin Eve also is
Eve,
still
Suyo.
open.
This time Vamos looking to go for some trades here. Cho also still open. I think RRQ
Yeah, but
though,
you gotta be careful, you know. The Joe is good, but you gotta be careful.
For the beacon, watch out for the Ruby.
So they go for the Jushin.
I think you still take the Suyo if you're Vamos here. Like you keep it simple.
Like almost the same draft.
Unless they want to do a big switch and go for the utility.
Maybe
Boy's also open.
maybe pick up the EXP first, like a prio for Smooth, because that's also
Like
flex.
a smooth hero or a flex hero.
Maybe like something you can flex into the
like the Gatot.
like the Gatot.
Gatot or high loss, you know.
Yeah.
Gatot, Hylos.
Yeah.
Both would be solid here, and maybe just take
The Immortal One chose me
Well,
to
just
think
use
There you go.
I could,
Playing
honestly,
this
it feels like Warlord would rather really play the Valentina over the
I agree.
even up against the Jushin. So
I mean, to be fair, he was able to survive against the Jushin.
Yeah.
It was just wasn't enough. Yep, they pick up the Gatot. So a little bit of flex here. Can be Zoran's hero, can be Smooth's hero.
okay. So will RRQ Hoshi? They have the tendency to pick
Stop the
Never
beat him.
mind.
Boy,
they're-
Hylos.
This is
Is
so
that a carry?
fast.
Quick.
That's a
So
valid.
quick.
But this means that the carry might get banned out, because this is their way of playing against the high loss, right? Oh wait,
Yeah, Joy's already in.
Yes.
So
you should consider Moskov as well.
for gold lane.
Like banning out from like RRQ bans it out from Vamos.
So Carry and Moskov.
Thing is, you don't want to ban too much on RRQ side, because if Vamos goes first pick, you're not left with much,
True.
right? We could definitely see. We could see the 1-1 pick from RRQ here. If they ban Airthel, if they go for the Airthel ban, I think we definitely see a 1-1 pickup. Vamos might try to play the cheeky play and steal it away from them on first slot, since they're going to be on the gun. So
Yeah.
definitely going to be some... I think both teams are maybe looking for counterplay in gold lane here.
And it's interesting to see that the Cho, it's actually still open for both of these teams. And now they take out the Ruby, so they might be thinking of getting that for themselves again.
shortcuts in life?
Not unless, because as of now, RRQ, it seems like they're letting it through.
So now it's all about the roamers here. Both teams just looking at each other's roamers and be like, what do you think that guy wants to use?
Unless they're both going to put the... Unless they have already picked
Tigreal?
their roamers.
If
Yeah.
Vamos picks up a Tigger Hill, it's kind of good to go up against the Joy.
Oh, yeah.
Also can work okay against what Vamos has. I mean, the Tig's just been good all over the board. Like, it's
Yeah.
surprising how late it got popularized, because every time it's been picked, I'm pretty sure its win rate is pretty decent right now at this point. It's just, I mean, because when it comes down to those lords, those objectives, it has been the answer to so much of this fighter meta, this fighter jungle meta.
The youth and
Whoa.
your suffering.
Nice.
Okay.
Respecting
No
Skylar.
more Ranger. So will RRQ ban out at least one of Net's potential gold lanes, though? Or do they really want to focus on like the Soren here?
I think Skylar wants to fight it. I feel like Skylar would be like, let him have... Okay, that's an interesting ban, by the way. Let him have the carry. I'll just beat him up with my Uritel.
Yeah.
Almost has to save their gold lane for last here.
Yeah,
Like,
don't get countered.
because if they don't pick up the Aerithel and the 1-1 gets picked up, they're smoked.
Yep.
So I think they have to save gold lane for last here to look for some counterplay. So it means EXP lane or roam.
Yeah, it's.
I like the Tig. I think, you said the Tig. I think it's a solid pick here. Nice front liner, gives space, creates more crowd control, and gives Chibi some time to lock down on someone. And it's a lot easier to hit than the Way of the Dragon, right? It's a bit more of a straightforward plan.
Though they also have the Valentina, so
hey, better.
ever
Jawhead.
get picked up by RRQ.
More damage.
More damage.
More
nice
damage.
early game, what they lacked last time.
Yeah, so they just go for the full-out aggressive plays, and the 1-1 shows up for RRQ here.
So they should be an Irithel then.
Has to be there.
Has
so.
to be.
It better be.
Not unless.
Or else we're
Boom,
sending
Harry.
that over there.
I mean, I don't think we'll be seeing the Clint even, or like other range heroes, the Grangers even out. So hopefully we see the Irithel. But for
Matilda's open right now, is it?
wait, yeah, it is. They
Oh,
still
but
go
they
for the
still-
Chozo.
Now that Ruby's not there, now Edoc's time to show what
that's-
my Way of the Dragon can do.
Edoc's Way of the Dragon is mean. It's mean. That's the least I can say. It is dangerous. And this is the combo. Now, they don't have the Suyo this time, but the 1-1 Cho combo is like the RRQ combo right now. They've won so many games with it throughout, or what, I think three times they picked both of them together. So this is something that they're comfortable with. This is something that they look for. It's a scary combo. And the Cho does well against the Aerithel, even when, like, I don't know, because Aerithel doesn't have crazy range, it can catch it.
Carry.
Carry instead.
I mean, like, again, this is just about comfort. So I feel like this is just Vamos style. We understand what the draft is, but we know our heroes better than the opponent knows the hero. So this is just trusting in yourself. Thank you very much, Brigida, as well as Strikes. Gentlemen, you did well. Now passing on to the ladies, Mirko as well as Naisu.
Panel, you guys did an amazing job breaking down the draft.
Yes,
Thank you very much. Again, it's me, Naisu, and Mirko on the desk to bring you this matchup. Now it's match point for RRQ Hoshi here against Team Vamos. We'll see if they can bring it to a game. At 3, it's been sweeps all around today so far. Mirko, I know you went through the draft. How you feeling about it?
I like it.
You like it?
I love the high-lows, the joy. I mean, it's just a mobile lineup, man.
Yeah.
For Vamos, they really need to start to lock people down from RRQ Hoshi if they want to get the shutdown or even the shreds from the carry, the Suyo, the executes. RRQ have so many ways to just escape.
They do. We'll see if there's enough shredding to happen here from Team Vamos. Once again, we jump into the Land of Dawn. This matchup. Once again, it's game number 2. It's match point right now for RRQ Hoshi. We got things settled out, and I believe it is still, one thing we were wondering is, was it going to be that vengeance on Dyron? It looks like it still is. We get a good close-up of the junglers, and there it is, right? We still have that vengeance, so things are still looking normal. Everything is as good as it should be. Now for RRQ Hoshi, if they're looking to win the series and cap things out, it's a strong start, especially when Edok gets that level 4. And I would say, man, even when we saw that in the game 1 where, that early aggression came out and then Zorn was delayed and the rest of the team was delayed, that was not the start you wanted for Team Vamos. So they kind of take this more slower approach, at least in the early game before this first Lith Wanderer. They just don't want to get tossed up, hopefully, here from Zorn. Not sure if he's actually going to be able to pull this off. So I think this is one of those games, Mirko, where we have to wait for those level 4s for this lineup.
Definitely. It's all about the level 4. It's all about the first neutral objective. We've seen just earlier, in game number 1, or match number 1 rather, SRG versus Fnatic ONIC Philippines, how the Joy was able to take control of the game up against a very, I would say, similar composition when it comes to lockdown, right? They had a lot of lockdown. Edok walking up, Jikundo. Shanpu's ready against Tsujin. Just going with the beats. Chibi going for the stun. A lot of damage over to Rins just early on here. Rins will be forced to recall, so it's an early win for Vamos up top, though. Nets. Great dodge away from Skylar, who was looking to get the stun, or immobilize, rather, there with the Inspire.
Yeah, even utilizing the Inspire. Zorn here. It's going to take a couple shots, though, but still kind of limit testing, of course. That turtle is now up. Both roamers still waiting for the level 4s available. So junglers will take their time. They'll grab their buffs, and they'll meet up here. Still, meanwhile, up top, the gold lane battle. Nets almost level 4 there. Skylar's going to have to get sent back, it looks like. Right now, Turtle, though, for the taking as both get in position. Edok nearly there. Might actually get it before the fight breaks out. and could possibly go for a kick, but a Warlord also holding on to a glorious pathway. Oh,
Great stun. Enoch gonna be slain. Chibi claims first blood. Sutsujin walking up, Diamond popping glorious pathway. That's the AOG. Sutsujin electrifying beats. Now goes in for the retribution. Chibi winning it again and slicing him down. That's a double as Rins disengages with the Crimson Beat.
jumping back into the game here once again. 4 minutes in, Team Vamos. Just before we had that break, grabbed that double kill for Chibi plus the turtle. And now they find themselves here in nets.
Oh, this might be a solo kill up top. Assassination, Sutsujin claims it. Solo kill up top. Skylar gonna shove the wave now. Nets should be on track to actually lose some minions there as it gets shoved in. Chibi, though, will stay active on the map, just getting the trade on the map with the orange buff take.
Gets the information, you know. Opposing jungler there on the top side. Might as well go ahead and capitalize from it, but that's a lot of extra gold, too. You know, going to the hands here towards RRQ Hoshi. It whittles down that goldie that was building up. You can see that now kind of diminished, still holding on a little bit. But this will be the interesting part. Oh!
You're not going to be caught. Wait, the dragon still, though, sniped down by the arrow of Chibi. And now he is on a killing spree. 3-0, a level ahead of Sutsujin.
Good starter, Ren, already. Team Vamos should just really get this out. Oh, top though.
It's going to be a dive attempt. It seems a full dive. Net slain again. Sutsujin claims the kill. How do they retreat? Warlord with the Crimson Beacon. That's AOG. Rin's able to flicker out. Skylar looking for the other angle. That's going to be the ejector to pull Sutsujin back. And Skylar will be able to escape with the help of Tyron, who rotates all the way from XP.
So it looks like RRQ Hoshi wanted to go ahead and take a page out of Team Vamos' book and, you know, trade things out. Oh, here's the kick though.
There you go. All the weakness points already used up as well. Skylar should be able to go and fly. That's the Inspire. Zorn taken out. Diamond walking up. Chibi going to be stunned down as well as Warlord goes in for the Terrify. Only connecting another one as the taunt won't connect to Rinse. Now put the flancher for Chibi. Gets the 4th kill in the game. And now it's Diamond with a vengeance. Still, it'll be the Shred coming down for 4 members. And Nets will claim that kill.
That's the Shred that we were talking about. Feels a while ago, but we were talking about this carry and how this will work in the lineup for Team Vamos. And even then, again, Enoch gonna wait patiently. Skylar just around the corner.
That's away the dragon. He was waiting for that. The immobilization will lock him down under the turret, and Enoch takes the kill.
Well-timed play. Definitely needed here. You know, Nets obviously having those 3 deaths now at this point, struggling just a little bit, but this time around, Chibi having a completely different game. Complete 180 from the previous one where he was sitting at 0-4 at one point. So now in control, will take down this tier 1 lane. Top side though.
Skylar will be flying out. That will be a turret trade up top, and it'll just be traded with an AOG. Turret down below though from Team Vamos too, with Chibi taking it earlier.
I can say that's one thing that RRQ Hoshi's obviously always good at in the matches that we've seen in the M6 is if they're going to trade, it's usually, you know, cross-map. It's teams not getting anything for free, essentially, you know?
Yep.
RRQ Hoshi will go ahead and get an objective or a kill if they can, or even down to the buffs alone. But it's still Team Vamos holding on to a nice little lead. Warlord holding on to the Glorious Pathway, gonna get dragged in.
Purify already out. Glorious Pathway, no, Eno kicks him back to the fray right now. Is that's gonna be a trade? Oh no, Smooth actually taunted the other side. Ejector over to Dyron, only tank now. Sutsujin walking forward, has the electrifying beats. As the Glorious Pathway placed down, Nets will take a bit of damage as they RRQ will just rotate towards the turtle.
Yeah.
Smooth walking up again.
Walking up again, Smooth. Chibi there, just around the corner too. They jump in, they're gonna have to fight for the turtle.
Skylar wants to go for the weakness points on the Zorn. Zorn with a good flicker out. Skylar still with the chases. Dyron gets taken out. That's a 1-for-1 trade. Now, it's all for the turtle. Chibi wins it out. Skylar to purify. Chibi shuts him down. Rins with a flicker forward. Nets slaying as well. Both of the gold laners falling down. It's a 3-for-2, but Vamos got the turtle again.
3-for-3 for Team Vamos in the objectives. And again, Chibi nearly just unkillable, it seems at this point. Look at the damage alone with the Soul Sever. He'll go ahead and now take the purple buff. They get the tier 1 in the mid lane. Right now, Team Vamos pulling further ahead. Just with some of these team fights that are going in their favor, this is what they wanted the previous game. They couldn't get it because of how bad the early game was for them in game 1. Well, it seems like they've made the adjustments. Now at this point, they put some more pressure around the map. And it's RRQ Hoshi trying to catch their best, trying to catch up at this point. Enoch will get spotted out. Smooth keeps him at bay. So now the question is, where does RRQ Hoshi go from here?
I think where they go from here is they just play it slow again, right? I mean, in the mid-game, it'll still be very reliant on Skylar, RRQ, Hoshi. But the thing is, Vamos actually have many ways to deal with the 1-1. We saw earlier a great usage of the Purify from Nets to bait out Skylar into a bad spot and then to reset the weakness points. That's what you get with the Purify. So a lot of times we will see that. A lot of times, the other times, we will see Smooth just use the AOG to revitalize to soak in as much damage from the crossbow with Tang as well. And then later on, there will be Winter Crowns and Wind of Natures.
Yeah, that's going to be a play on part. Chibi already with a massive lead in kills and everything else. Look at that. So Soul Sever alone, he did get BOD, but now he has to deal with this.
Oh, man. 3 members up top. Chibi with the juke. And that's going to be a taunt. Chibi still looking for the damage. Lantern Flare on him. Does he get away? Oh! Will be slain. Chibi gets the godlike. Down with a vengeance. This is a failed attempt of a team fight so far. Chibi still alive, shooting the arrow down. The AOG will come down, and it will just be another member falling from the Kings of Kings. RRQ Hoshi have gambled into a bigger deficit.
This looks like a different Team Vamos than what we saw in Game 1. I mean, talk about just synergy and being able to rely on each other. Chibi was in a bad position, really low, and then able to go ahead and wait on the team and then even get a shot off to help capitalize on a kill. And all that leads into another objective secured. Lord now taken by Team Vamos. They want more.
They do, and Chibi just comes in, retrieves the purple buff, takes it away, now with a 3-level lead. And he is just a camp away from level 15.
Again, at this point, RRQ Hoshi finds themselves with their backs against the wall, against their walls of their own base, especially with this push in. This is just a massive lead right now in terms of even the scalability for Team Vamos. Nets already shredding through that front line, just like we saw earlier. So now the focus here. The shields are going to go down here in the mid lane. A couple shots here from a distance. Glorious Pathway going to be set down just to help clear out the Lord a little bit more. We'll see what Team Vamos continues to take. Susujin will go ahead, cut down that wave. Might get caught out in a fight with Chibi here, depending on how this is played.
That's a 1v1. Chibi waiting for the ability. Susujin dashing away. Now another reset as well. Oh, the damage from Chibi! That's a solo kill. Meanwhile, Skylar slain. Zorn will be traded back, but it's a worth it trade for Vamos. They're just gonna holla their way into the base.
That's 4 members down of the Kingdom. Next up, the Turret and Team Vamos. Are they gonna look to close out the game?
Looks like they will. One Cannon in the mid lane. Team Vamos will secure the Game 2 victory to equalize on the board.
And Team Vamos makes it happen in Game 2. A stark difference from their performance in Game 1. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a series on our hands. Took us a little bit longer to get through it, but hey, we're happy to get to Game 3, and we hope for the smoothest sailing at that point. But man, RRQ Hoshi, it looks like the wind was taken out of the sails there. Let's throw it over to the panel to have this one broken down.